So, as you are awakening, you'll come to find that your journey is unfolding in specific ways and you're going through different initiations. Because if everything happened at once, you would not be able to handle it. And this is how your soul goes through the proper growth. It is structured. I know everyone's path is different and it unfolds in different timing. Everyone has their own timing and they're going at their own pace. But for the most part, awakening does unfold in a specific order. So that is what I'm here to talk about today. Hi guys, I'm Nilu. I am a multidimensional guide, a teacher. I am here to help those that are awakening step into their power, into their sovereignty, and help activate their golden creator codes. So let's get started. The first chapter in your journey is your actual awakening. So this is where you wake up and begin to see past the veil. This is where you begin realizing that there's more to this life than I've been told. This is where you begin questioning everything that you've learned so far, whether that's your personal identity, the systems that are in place in reality, everything that you've been taught in school, all the things that you have absorbed through others, through your peers, through your family. This is where you are cracking open all of the illusions. And this happens differently for everyone, right? But you are going to be cracked open to see everything that is inside, to have everything come up for clearing and healing. And these things can happen through heartbreak, through loss, through some people even have like a near-death experience. And not to scare anyone, it's just everyone's soul has picked their own path, right? So you've already written everything, including your awakening and how you are going to awaken. Some souls do need a more drastic shakeup. So depending on your soul, there are different ways to awaken. Mine personally was through heartbreak, through betrayal, through loss of my job, my career, through loss of a loved one, a parent, through just really crazy things happening. So everything kind of hit me at once and I was able to awaken and break open. And through this awakening, you begin seeing a lot of synchronicities, you begin having divine encounters, you begin sensing the truth beyond the veil. And this is where your soul first whispers to you, wake up. All right? This is where you break out of the matrix. Next, chapter 2 is your remembering. This is where you dig deep and you begin to ask, who was I before the world told me who to be? So this is where you reconnect with your soul gifts, with your intuition, with your inner child, with all the parts of yourself that you've buried so deep that you thought you were not meant to, or you were not allowed to, or not worthy of accessing or exploring. This is where you reconnect with your higher self. Okay, you do have a higher self. Your higher self is guiding you through this life, and so is your spirit team. We each have an oversoul, which is our higher self, and our avatar here is a small fragment of this higher self sent down here to experience life on earth, to learn and grow through duality. And some souls are here on a mission. They volunteered to be here at a certain point in time in history where the collective is ascending and needs help, needs guides, needs teachers. So each of us is here for a different reason, but ultimately we are all awakening here. Okay? So you begin remembering your magic, your truth, your purpose, and everything you came down here to do. Old identities and attachments begin falling away, and you're able to just completely detach from everything that was once important to you that you realize is not really that important. Chapter 3 is where the purging and the healing is happening. So this is where you say, let me clear everything that I am not to make space for what I am to step in. This is where you begin doing shadow work, where the ancestral patterns come up for healing and review. This is where you will have your emotional release, and that will be through somatic healing, through releasing through your body. Because yes, the body keeps the score and the body remembers everything that your mind does not, okay? Everything is stored in the body. Every trauma, every time you were hurt, every time you were betrayed, it is all being stored in your body and being shoved down throughout your entire life. All of this is going to come up for a release. It's your purging stage. You begin to confront wounds, limiting beliefs, karmic loops, and this stage is not an easy ride. This can be very messy. This can be emotional and humbling. This is an ego death. This is where all the parts that you've buried that you didn't want to look at need to come up, okay? And this is the most important part of your awakening. It's to empty out your vessel so that your light can shine through. To empty out all the false layers that you've accumulated, to make room for all that light that you came here with to shine through. This is necessary. Next, chapter 4. This is sovereignty, and I just made a video about this and posted it. You should go check it out if this resonates with you. This is where you say, I choose me. This is where you reclaim your energy, your boundaries, your voice, and your power. This is where you begin understanding that you are the power, the truth, and you are no longer outsourcing any of those things. You're not outsourcing for answers. You're not outsourcing your self-worth. You're not seeking validation. You're not outsourcing your energy or your truth. You become the authority of your life and your field here. You are sovereign. You are sitting on your throne. You control your reality. You control your energy. You are responsible for it. You are responsible for your energetic hygiene, for setting clear boundaries with people that do not belong, that are not going with you where you are going. This is where you shift from being reactive to being resonant, and you only engage with what is aligned. In your sovereignty is where you become the bouncer of your reality and not allowing people that are not aligned in. You do not get pulled off your path. You are sovereign. Chapter 5, this is your embodiment. This is where you live as your highest self daily. You are the master creator of your life at this point. This is integration, it's flow, it's self-mastery. This is where you stop chasing the healing and you finally begin living and embodying the frequency that you are, the light that you are. You are fully embodied in it at this point. No more healing. You've already done the healing. You've learned the lessons of sovereignty, of boundaries, of hygiene. Now you're ready to live from your truth. This is where your words, your actions, your offerings, and presence match your soul truth. This is where your purpose becomes natural and abundance flows to you with ease because you build what you came here to build. You are the creator. You are building your reality every single day from the moment you wake up. And you're building it from a place of love, from what you actually want to create, not from the falsehood, not from the automatic creation that you were doing in 3D. This is way more intentional and way more beautiful because of it, because you've cleared your vessel and you've reprogrammed and put beautiful new flowers in your vessel, and therefore your reality becomes beautiful. You create beautiful things and you lead with love. Next is chapter 6. This is your expansion and leadership chapter. This is where you step into your power fully, into your platform. This is where you say, my energy activates others. You become a walking activation frequency because your light is so bright now. This is where you guide others simply just by being you, just by existing. You don't have to do anything. Here you just exist in the frequency and you take up space. You build the platforms. You share your light boldly. You are not afraid. You are leading from love, and your light is inspiring so many people and is activating others into their own awakening. That is what we're here to do. That is how we're here to awaken the collective. Not by force, not by preaching, but by embodying. We go through our own ascension journey, our own awakening, and then we get to the stage, and us becoming an embodied sovereign creator, therefore awakens others. This is our mission. It's to be and to lead from love, okay? So here you operate from service, but not from sacrifice. You are doing things from your highest excitement every day. You do what you want to do. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You walk as a living transmission. And this is where life really gets beautiful. This is where timelines bend around you, reality bends around you. This is where you feel you're most powerful. Literally, you bring more of your actual higher self, your soul aspect, down into this vessel. Your vessel holds more light. And throughout this journey, you're going to have many activations. Your vessel is going to go through purges and expansions to where you're going to be able to hold more light, so that in each level, your light gets even brighter, right? And we have new tools and new power-ups and new skins. Just like a video game, your avatar goes through these upgrades with each level. So it just keeps getting more beautiful, and life keeps getting more beautiful. And these chapters, they loop and spiral. It is not a straight path, okay? None of this is linear. It all goes in loops and spirals. I want you to think of a staircase. So some people think that they're falling back to old patterns, but each time you think you're falling, you're actually higher than you were before in that spiral staircase, right? So it's a spiral, it's not a straight line up. So yes, it can feel like you're going back and forth, but this is only to refine. It's to make sure that you've learned the lesson fully before moving on to the next chapter. And that this is how you expand, right? So you're always spiraling upward with more grace, with more speed, with more clarity. So I hope this helped you guys, and I'll be making more videos about all of these topics. If you like the video, please like it so I know that you liked it because it's gonna help me create even more videos. It kind of lights a fire under me when I know that it has helped someone. I don't know, it's a human thing. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.